That's better. Oh, yeah. How to make yourself look bigger in your shirt. Make sure it's just right in the crook of your arm. So it's just the bicep, right? Wonder if this one would look better like that. No. See, the other reason why I call myself the E.G.O is because, well, it's Eric on the go, but the E.G.O encompasses all of bodybuilding. Because the E.G.O is everything. But one of the greatest examples of the E.G.O in action is bodybuilding and figure and fitness, because it has a large component of, loving your body and all the rest of it. And that's where a lot of people go off the rails. So they begin using them for a specific, and they're like, oh, I'm just going to go here. And then it's so easy to go from here to there. And then there's a ceiling with the majority, because they just can't ritualize everything, and they can't eat enough, and they don't know. And a lot of it's just really neurotic behavior that you have to do. OCD, eat all the time, boom, boom. And it's not wrong. Hey, if you're doing it in a really smart way for a short, compressed period of time, like some people that I know, and will remain nameless because they're like pros, and that's what they are, pro bodybuilders. And they know the risks, and you're not a pro bodybuilder. So unless you show the potential for that, and you think you can do it in like 10 years, 5-year build up, 5 years of competing, be at the pinnacle, and then be done and over, maybe 15, you'll have only shaved maybe 10 years off your life. And you'll be able to enjoy it because you'll have finished earlier, and you'll have done just as much and more than the person that slaved 9 to 5 and fell into their grave after following that track back and forth for 40 years. So, is it wrong? No. But I'm just warning the millennial crew coming up that your bodies aren't even the same. And I encourage you to look up percent heteroplasmy, research what it is, and that they can now test that like in the womb to see whether you should even be taking the medications. And that is something that I gotta put down in my notes here. What do AAS do to your body? When you don't know what you're doing. When you don't know what you're doing. For example, we'll get on to dopamine. Or dopamine, as some of my Southeast Asian friends like to say that are gurus. The real ones. The real gurus. I'm not talking about baloney like me. That's why I also call my one thing E.G.O versus Eckhart, because I ain't no Eckhart, and I might be opposing. It takes me so long to do everything. And if you were just going on a path of enlightenment only in spirituality, I'm never going to make it. Because I literally am a big ego. And I think about what other people think about me a lot. In terms of like everything. And over time, it diminishes and diminishes and diminishes. And now 10 years later, I'm about to come out of the closet, as it were, and start divulging a lot of the stuff that I know now. That you're not going to learn this on another YouTube channel. That's why I'm doing it on my personal YouTube channel. But I'm wearing this so that you can see that, got it nice and big so you can see it, right? Dopamine. If you start taking anabolics and your regular dopamine level all of a sudden goes to here permanently for the entire time that you're doing it, and then when you come off, it goes like this. That's what they call depression. Okay? Just go and watch Dorian's videos. We did party together. I don't even remember the end of that party. It involved a big, huge bottle of vodka, his private booth, and a handful of pills. So, trust me, I know the insides and the outsides of the whole industry. So listen close, you millennials.